let's just jump right in because what we're talking about today, it might just be one of the most revolutionary ideas of our time. Seriously, what if I told you there's a hidden power switch controlling your entire reality, a fundamental force that dictates whether you thrive or just survive? Well, today we're going to find that switch and flip it on. The great Nikola Tesla basically gave us the map. He said the secrets of the universe are all about energy, frequency, and vibration. And for decades, that sounded kind of mystical, right? But the author of our source material has done something truly brilliant. They've taken Tesla's vision and forged it into a practical, almost scientific framework. This isn't just some feel-good philosophy. It's a new physics for your life. So let me just ask you this, and really think about it. What if everything you're experiencing right now, your job, your relationships, your bank account, what if it isn't just happening to you? What if it's a direct physical printout of your internal energy? It's a huge thought, I know, but stick with me because this changes everything. We all know this feeling, don't we? That sense that you're just stuck. You're running on a hamster wheel. Life is, it's fine. You're getting by. But any real progress, any real passion, feels like you're constantly pushing a giant boulder uphill. For most of us, that's just what we call normal. And right here, this is the author's stroke of pure genius. They gave this force a name, the E-state, your energetic state. The concept is just extraordinary in its simplicity. Think about it like a financial estate, but instead of money, the currency is your available energy. It is your true real estate, the most valuable asset you will ever own, because it determines the value of everything else. Now, to make this revolutionary idea crystal clear, the author uses an analogy that is so brilliant, so simple, it's almost unbelievable. Water. Just H2O. We all learned about it in school, right? The chemical compound itself never changes, but its entire reality, its entire state of being, transforms based on one single thing: how much energy you put into it. This is pure genius. So let's start at the bottom. You take energy away from water, and what do you get? Ice. This is the energy poor state. Your possibilities are literally frozen solid. You feel helpless, paralyzed, like a deer in the headlights. There's just enough energy to stay alive, but not nearly enough to move or to create. Okay, now let's add a little bit of energy, a little bit of heat. The ice melts into water. This is the energy neutral state. And honestly, this is where most of the world lives. You've survived the freeze, you might even be comfortable, but you're just treading water. Life is all about managing your circumstances, just trying to keep your head above water. But this is where it gets really exciting. You add more energy, and that stagnant pool of water turns into a powerful, flowing river. This is the energy-rich state. All of a sudden, you're not treading water anymore. You are the current. New ideas, new people, new opportunities are just flowing to you and through you. Things that used to look like giant obstacles are now just rocks you playfully dance around. And what's beyond the river? Well, with a massive infusion of energy, that water vaporizes. It becomes mist or steam. This is the super energy-rich state. The author even calls it the mystic experience. You feel transcendent, like you're not just your body anymore. You sense this deep quantum connection to everything and everyone. It is a state of pure creation. Just look at the difference here. This really lays it all out. Energy neutral is all about effort. It's about safety. It's about focusing on problems. It's the world of, yeah, I'm working on it. But when you shift to energy rich, it's all about flow, possibility, and adventure. You're not focused on problems, you're focused on opportunities. And your mindset shifts from, I'm working on it, to a deep knowing that it's already done. You stop managing your circumstances and you start creating whole new realities. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, but the big question is, how do you make it practical? How can you actually figure out what your E-state is right here, right now? Well, this is where the genius of this approach really, really shines. It is so much simpler than you could possibly imagine. And this is what turns this from a cool idea into a legitimate scientific tool. You don't need some fancy machine. The most accurate real-time barometer of your internal energy is something you use every single second. It's your language. Your words are a direct, measurable testimony to your E-state. So here's your personal diagnostic tool. Just start listening to yourself. Are you using the language of neutrality? Little phrases like I'm good when you really mean no, or these little power-draining words like but and however. When you say I'm confused, that's not just a statement of fact. It is a symptom of being in an energy-neutral state, where you literally don't have enough energy to access clarity. And it's not just in your words. You can actually feel this physically, in your body. Your posture, your breathing, It all changes with your E-state. So you know what? Let's try a quick little experiment right now, something straight from the source material, just to make this totally real for you. Okay, wherever you are, just try this with me. First, put your hands on your chest and think about something in your life where you feel a little stuck. Go ahead and say it out loud. Notice how your body feels, your posture. Now, keep that same thought in your mind, but this time, reach both of your arms up and out like you're opening up to the world. Now say it again. What changes? Did you feel that? The problem itself feels different, maybe smaller? That's a real-time shift in your E-state. And that little exercise proves the central, earth-shattering point of this entire model. Listen closely. It is not your circumstances that determine your energy. It is your E-state that determines how you experience your circumstances. You have the power to change your state first, and when you do that, the world around you has no choice but to respond. Now, you might be thinking, wow, this is an incredible tool for my own personal growth. And you're absolutely right. It is. But the author makes it crystal clear that the real mission here, the ultimate goal, is so much bigger than just fixing our own individual lives. It's all about the energetic legacy you leave behind. Just like you can pass down a financial estate, your energy is something you invest and pass on to others. When you operate from an energy-rich state, you don't just change your own life. Your very presence, your vibration, uplifts everyone and everything you come into contact with. You literally become a beacon. And this is the grand vision, the ultimate potential of this incredible discovery. Just imagine if we could develop a sort of scientific questionnaire, a way to help people evaluate and understand their own E-state on a massive scale. Because when enough of us learn to consciously shift into an energy-rich state, our collective energy becomes the capital that funds a new, evolving humanity. We literally have the power to fuel the next stage of consciousness. This is how we change the entire world. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. Your energy isn't just a mood or a feeling. It's a creative force. It is your most profound contribution to this planet. Your E-state is your legacy. So the only real question left is, what will you create with it?